International Monetary Fund, IMF, report on Ethiopia's economy, key takeaways and what it means for you. This script breaks down Ethiopia's latest IMF economic report, what the numbers say, what the risks are, and what it means for everyday people. You can adjust the length as needed. Hey everyone, welcome back to Family Vlog today. We're going deep into the latest IMF report on Ethiopia's economy. The IMF's numbers, warnings, and recommendations may sound technical, but they matter, affecting jobs, prices, foreign investment, and ultimately your life. Let's unpack the report and discover what's really going on in Ethiopia's economy. The big picture, what the IMF says. Ethiopia's projected real GDP growth in 2025 is about *6%. Inflation, consumer prices, is projected to be around *21, 5% in 2025. The IMF completed its third review under Ethiopia's 4-year extended credit facility program. In short, growth is positive, but inflation is high and there are serious economic imbalances. Why these issues matter? Let's translate those numbers. Growth at 6.6% means the economy is expanding. But with inflation at 21.5%, many people's purchasing power is shrinking. High inflation means your money buys less. Prices of food, fuel, and everyday goods go up. The IMF also warns of risks. Delays in reform, security challenges, weaker foreign aid. Add a standard 3. So, while there's opportunity, there's also real vulnerability. What's going right? The good news from the IMF report. The government's reform program is gaining traction, moving to a more flexible exchange rate regime. Exports are improving. The report noted exports of goods and services are now forecast to reach about 12% of GDP, up from around 9.6%. Ethiopia passed the third review of its IMF program, unlocking about $262 million in disbursements. These steps show that reform is happening, and that creates potential for growth. Major risks and challenges. But there are big warning flags. Debt sustainability. The IMF and World Bank say Ethiopia's debt remains unsustainable, given export and revenue weaknesses. Security and aid. The IMF cautions that declines in foreign aid and ongoing internal conflict threaten reform momentum. Exchange rate and inflation pressures. While reform is underway, currency market distortions and high inflation still pose a threat. In short, the economy could go off track if reforms are delayed or external shocks hit. What it means for you, everyday person. So what does all this mean for you, your family, and your future? If inflation remains high, expect cost of living to keep rising. That means budgets get tighter. If growth improves and reforms succeed, jobs and incomes may improve, but the path is uncertain. If Ethiopia restores economic stability, you'll see more foreign investment, more opportunities in industry, services, and exports. Bottom line, changes at the macro level translate to real-world impacts, so stay informed, adapt, and prepare. What should Ethiopia do next? The IMF recommends several key actions. Mobilize domestic revenue, improving tax administration and reducing leakage. Strengthen the foreign exchange market, ensuring transparency, reducing parallel markets. Complete debt restructuring, ensuring external debt becomes sustainable over the medium term. Support private sector-led growth, moving from state-led investment to private investment and productivity growth. If these are implemented, Ethiopia stands a better chance of turning its promise into performance. Here, the takeaway, Ethiopia's economy is at a crossroads. The IMF report sends this message clearly. There are signs of progress, but also major risks. For you and me, it means staying aware, knowing how macroeconomics affects daily life. If you found this deep dive helpful, hit like, share with someone who cares about Ethiopia's future, and subscribe to Family Vlog. Tell me in the comments, what economic issue in Ethiopia concerns you the most? Inflation, jobs, debt? Let's discuss. Thanks for watching. Until next time, let's keep learning, growing, and staying prepared.